Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I will be ranking all 21 Cookburgers rats in a tier list based on their abilities. Without wasting any more time, let's get on with our first rat. These four are unsurprisingly the worst rats in the game. They have no ability at all, but at least you don't have to pay to use them. Regardless, they still get an F tier since they don't have any ability whatsoever. Also, this is somewhat unrelated, but a lot of people just straight up buy strange potions. This is a huge waste of money, as you could buy a box of tomatoes for the same price and get even more potions in the lab. Who knows? You might just get a boost potion if you're really lucky. Now let's continue on to our next rat. F tier. Immediate F tier. While the ghost rat may be fitting for October, it's unfortunately one of the worst rats in the game. The ability is supposed to make you go invisible whenever you stand still for a few seconds, but it doesn't even do its own job properly. Not only does it not even make you invisible, but it also emits a bright green light, making it obvious where you are. Don't even get me started on the fact that it releases a bunch of bat particles when the effect triggers. Anyways, on to our next rat. I know at this point you probably think that I'm just hating on invisibility, but the ninja rat is very underwhelming. First of all, when you use the ability, a huge cloud of smoke appears, which gives away the fact that you're nearby. But the invisibility lasts for like 3 seconds. Not to mention the painfully long cooldown as well. I hate to see a rat with such good potential go to waste like this. Just some minor tweaks to the ability duration and cooldown could make this rat compete with other rats like it used to. Now you could argue that it does have an instant grab escape when you use the ability, but then again, so that's why the ninja rat gets an F tier as well. Let's keep going now. The good old soap rat. I don't have much of a comment on this guy other than this. Although when you freeze yourself as a soap rat, you do get a decent speed boost until the ice melts. D tier. Now, on to number 14. The butterfly rat is an interesting case. It's not good, but not terrible. It has a really bad speed boost ability, but flight is still useful after all. What do you mean, just item hop with a customer? D tier. On to our next rat. Worker rat is a pretty cool rat and all, but it is annoying to get. Sure, you can drive vehicles to move around faster, but you'll see some insane speed later that makes a forklift look slower than a snail. I still don't think it's worth buying all the tomato boxes to get a stranger potion if you have any rat game passes because of the other stuff you'll see later. You're also immune to rat traps, but just about nobody uses those things anyways, although it is great for free-to-play players. D tier. Now let's proceed on with our next rat. Let's be honest, the bat rat ability is pretty bad, but it's at least better than butterfly rat. While I have to admit, the idea of showing different colored circles for rats and humans is cool, but this rat would have so much more use if it would also show usernames as well. You could actually check who rats are without having to make them say something in chat. Let's give this one a C tier. Now, for number 11. The dragon rat is also not that great. It is somewhat useful when grinding and does have the ability to kill snowy rat users if they get annoying, but that's about it. It isn't very good because the cases that you use it in aren't very common and are very situational. This makes it a bit worse compared to some of the other rats that can be practical in a lot more cases. C tier. Now we will be going into the top 10. As much as I hate to say it, Electro Rat made the top 10. I hate this rat so much because it's basically unkillable, and the people who use it are nearly always toxic. If you grab it, you die at the press of a button from the Electro user. If you use the microwave hat, they're just downright immune to it. So you either have to buy a rat buster van, which is annoyingly expensive, or waste your money on some rat traps. The only weakness it has is that the cooldown is very long. It has a 30-second cooldown, balancing it out slightly. It would be way higher on the list if it weren't for the cooldown. B tier. The cowboy rat is very useful because not only does it have decent mobility, but also infinite grab escape if you just spam E while on a cat. Unfortunately, if the cat gets thrown out or goes to sleep, it becomes practically worthless. B tier as well. The mole rat is very different from most rats. If you have ever heard of an ender pearl stasis chamber from Minecraft, this rat can basically be used in the same way. You dig a hole, and then when you need to get out in a pinch, you dig a new hole and go straight through to go right back. You can also get into some secret areas to store items like soylent greens and money. Players can also step on your holes to destroy them, which is somewhat annoying, but it's a pretty decent rat. B tier. This rat is literally perfect for trolling. You can also use it to spy on people if you think they're stealing your money or something. You can also perfectly escape a player chasing you down by blending in with a bunch of ingredients. This rat is wonderful in a lot of ways. It does lack mobility, yet it still makes up for that in some places. Easy B tier. Simple A tier. The clockwork rat was made solely for mobility, but is one of the best rats in that field. Without using any glitches, it is the fastest rat and has an itemless grab escape. But there is one certain bug that makes this rat difficult to compare with the rats higher up in this tier list. You'll see in numbers 3-1. Now, let's keep moving. This may confuse a lot of people, but I think Snowy Rat is significantly better than Electro Rat. First of all, the cooldown is significantly lower. Additionally, I tend to notice that people adapt to the Snowy Rat quicker. It takes multiple deaths to the Electro Rat for most players to realize what it does, but typically they learn what the Snowy Rat does much quicker and don't try to grab you. Let me know which you think is better, Electro Rat or Snowy Rat. Definitely an A tier, though. The hamster rat is very powerful. It may seem pretty pointless at first, until you take a minute to think about it. If a player cat grabs you while your inventory is full and you're holding an item, that's basically a whole storage box for cats. Not to mention another cowboy holding an item could ride on top, giving the cat 6 items. Also, there is currently a bug where you keep your inventory when you respawn. As long as you don't switch off of hamster rat, you can keep something completely safe without any risks of losing it. A tier. Now, let's move into the top 3. It's absurd how great the squirrel rat is, especially for a rat that's accessible for free via the stranger potion, yet this is by far the best rat for mobility. Not only is it able to double jump, making juking people easy, but it also is able to do this insane glitch with a storage box. Easy S tier, but it only gets crazier from here. Alien Rat has to be one of the most underrated rats in the entirety of this game. The E ability is useless, but the passives make up for it. Not only can it fly, which is useful, but it can also carry burgers regardless of their weight. Technically, this means that the alien rat is one of the strongest characters in the entirety of fiction. I'm not even finished yet. It can also do the previously mentioned storage box speed glitch. This is a free S tier, but you'd be surprised that this isn't the best rat in the game. We will now proceed with the number 1 rat. Believe it or not, the turtle rat is the best rat in the game. Firstly, it can do the storage box glitch, but it can also go into its shell while doing the glitch, making it unkillable by cats at the same time. It can also do itemless grab escapes by using the ability while in your shell and being grabbed. It's also generalized as one of the cutest rats in the game, meaning that from what I've seen, players are less likely to want to kill or attack you in the first place. That sums up everything. Oh wait, I forgot. We currently know nothing about the boost rat. I've spent hours trying to get it and attempting to find as much information as we can. The only concrete evidence of their existence is this one blurry picture. Rumors say that it has the ability to manipulate luck, but it will be a while before we discover the truth behind the boost rate.